All right, y'all, so we are back with another bullish Toshi video. It was a hard day yesterday for some people, man. I saw a lot of the market tripping out. A lot of people have been, struggling. A lot of people lost a lot of money yesterday, and that tends to happen in this game. But what's crazy is in the Toshi community, I saw people trying to fight to buy more. Like, everybody wanted them good positions. I wanted to buy more. Like, I did buy more. I wasn't able to buy some at the levels that I wanted, but I was able to get a little bit of something. So, hey, being able to get Toshi at a discount, being able to get all your favorite assets at a discount is always a blessing in this space. So you need to take advantage of these situations. And this is why I only talk about investing in things that you truly believe in, you truly have conviction in, and true investing. Not the stuff like over there on Solana where you don't know what's gonna recover, what's good, what's not good, because the majority of stuff over there is trash anyway, and that's just how Solana is. It's designed to be that way. It is a casino for a bunch of gamblers. When it comes down to truly investing, when it comes down to a meme coin perspective or any perspective at all, it has to have very strong fundamentals. And if you don't know what the fundamentals mean for like meme coins and things like that, listen, just watch some more of my videos. But anyway, that being said, we finna jump into this video where we're talking about a lot of very, very bullish Toshi things and a lot of good outlooks on what's happening right now, because something big has just happened for the Toshi community. I mean, it's already been huge, but this is actually pretty big on another level. So let's jump straight into it, y'all. Starting out, my man's Coco. Coco said, "I could have never imagined moving abroad for this work, but it's happening. If moving abroad with a family doesn't prove you're all in, then I don't know what does." So moving abroad, he's moving abroad for Toshi. That's basically what he's saying. He's taking his family, his newborn child, and they're gonna be moving abroad for Toshi. Does that sound like what could make a man do this? Imagine being in your comfort zone, being with your family, being in your house, just having a child, only wanting to be around your child, and having the financial means and stability to actually just chill with your child. What is the offer you can't refuse that's so big that now you have to up and move abroad with a child and with your family? Like what were you offered? Like what's going on? What's about to go on with this project? Because I mean, personally, you all know the pieces that I put together. United States government, regulations, Coinbase relationship. Coinbase created Base to onboard, which the United States government need. The number one face of Base is Toshi. It's like, and now the one of the head people in charge of the Toshi project, who's running it for the community, he's now moving abroad, which, I mean, it's speculated that he's moving to the US. He didn't really specify where he's moving to, but it's specified, it's speculated that he's going to the US. That's kind of crazy, like, if this is the case. He said, "Never been more excited for the future, Toshi gang." And then, I mean, he just solidified that with a Toshi gang. He say, "Yo, big things is coming. I'm finna uproot the whole family and we all moving for Toshi." For Toshi. Now check this out. This is somebody who used to, I'm not too 100% educated on the specifics between these guys' relationships and stuff like that. I know a few team members. Like I know Flynn. I know I know a few of them. I know like when you try to recall something, I just can't recall it right off the top of my head. I was just actually looking at a post from the guy I'm thinking of. But yeah, I know a few of the team members. I don't know how they're affiliated, how they met and all the backstory, but Enigma is a guy who used to be heavily affiliated with the team. I don't believe that he is anymore. He's gone his own separate way, I believe, for some reason, but I think that they're all still pretty chill with one another. I know that he is disliked by some people for some reason, and I don't know nothing about that either. Don't really care. He's always been cool since I've seen him, so hey, it is what it is. I let other people have their own beefs, bro. If it's nothing crazy serious or something, if he ain't hurt your grandma, then I don't really care. But anyway, he says, the point is, this is a guy who knows Coco. He says, "This sounds like someone may have raised a venture round, in my honest opinion. Is Toshi the pudgy penguins of Base? Lift your targets much, much higher if Coco is moving to the USA. If that's what's going on, then I'm willing to bet that Toshi just raised a VC round to turn Toshi into a global brand." So And this is the first thing that I'm thinking. Yo, what's going to make this? Because I know his situation too. Like, well, some of it. Like, I don't like we've talked enough for me to know that he just had a child and things like that. So when you're just having a child and you have all that going on, the last thing on your mind is moving abroad. So why all of a sudden do you have to move abroad for this opportunity? Why did you just go to Asia as well? It's like, what's going on? And check it out. He also said this. Look, I don't know if Toshi raised a venture round or not, but here is what I know. I spot patterns. 1, founder is moving for the startup. Must be to the US. Surprised if anywhere else. 2, for a founder like Coco with a newborn, that's a massive commitment. There has to be a hook. 3, generally, we see these things happen when the brand got offered. When a brand got an offer, it can't refuse. This is usually something like a massive investment or brand development deal. 4, the closeness to Coinbase and Base might have a lot to do with that. The closeness to Coinbase and Base, like, it's the first assumptions that you're going to come to if you're looking at this logically. Like, and he basically hit on every point that I'm instantly, like, when I see that, all the things that cross my mind, he breaks it down beautifully. Either way, Coco moving his family, that's not the Coco I knew 1 year ago. This means paradigm shifting shit. It means legacy building, which is the only reason Coco would do this. Coco has said many times he's doing this for his child. So if he has to move his whole family for this and he's doing this for his child, it does mean legacy. This is something that's legacy building. And Toshi is already making legacy building moves right now. So if Toshi's doing fine right now, why would you possibly need to move? What could possibly be happening? Like, it's already fine. Toshi's already good. Excuse me, yo. Toshi's already good. There's no need to move, right? Unless things are about to get way better than you could have imagined. Unless there's bigger opportunities, bigger deals, bigger things at play than you could have ever imagined. And, you know, yeah. 1 billion is just a meme. Send it much higher. Toshi for the win. So yeah, this is what's crazy about this situation that's happening right now, man. A man with a newborn who's made it very, very clear he's trying to build a legacy for his children. He's already said he has some Toshi set aside for his child when he gets older. And at the point where you have Toshi set aside, that means you have long-term plans and a long-term outlook for Toshi. So why would you have that particular investment in your child's future, be saving that for your child's future? That must mean that you're planning on this brand being around by the time your child is of age to realize what he has. And moving for this, like literally uprooting your family and moving for this, like I said, that's no small thing. It's not a small thing whatsoever. So yeah, I just wanted to point out and bring attention to something major going on in the Toshi community right now. The fact that Coco is moving, it suggests that something bigger than we could have imagined has just happened for Toshi, and it's still things going on the wrap. So, because think about it, we have the Coinbase listing, we have the Binance US, we have Binance Alpha. We've launched Toshi Mart on Binance. Like we have, like, we pretty much have almost every exchange. We have almost everything in the bag right now. So what more work is there to do with a project like Toshi? Outside of, think about it like this. A lot of people say something that I would disagree with, that, oh, we've already had all of our catalysts. We're getting towards the end of the life cycle for a meme. In reality, a high quality meme, the game just begins after you get those listings. For the shitters, yes, it's pretty much game over after the listings come. But to become a household brand and a household name, that's the beginning. First, you want people to have access. When people hear the name Toshi, you want them to be able to open their phone, go on any exchange, all their favorite exchanges, and be able to find that token. Then once it's everywhere, it's on every exchange, and you're certain that once people hear the name Toshi, they'll be able to go and look it up anywhere and buy it. That's when you start marketing. that's when you start doing things to get the name Toshi in front of people's face. Then they're gonna whip out their phone, go to whatever exchange they go on. Oh, Robinhood, oh, Binance, oh, Coinbase, oh, this exchange, that. No matter what exchange they go to, after they see whatever it is that Toshi is doing to market and advertise, they're gonna be able to whip their phone out and go straight to it and buy it. That is where the game starts, because now it comes down to the marketing that you're doing, the reason that people have to buy Toshi, like do you have Toshi plushies in stores and things like that? And do you have a QR code that leads to some free Toshi on an exchange or something, like some type of marketing, marketing type things that's going to, be very, very good for the brand. It's brand building, essentially, like just brand building. So while most people are sitting here trying to spread the narrative, and this is how you try to bring down a project, and you can convince people who don't know what they're doing that a project is towards its end. When a project can't get listed on certain exchanges, they'll say, oh, they got that exchange listing already, they don't have any more catalysts. That's completely cap. You need to have your exchanges, otherwise it's a very bad thing, because whales are not buying. Whales are not going to accumulate. They're not even going to touch it if it's not on the exchange. Why would they take that type of risk when they have real money? So the fact that you can't get on an exchange means that no actual whales that can actually change the tide of your project, none of them are buying. They're not even buying your project. Whales have not entered your project. So if that's the case, this is why I say learn the game and know the game, because a lot of the nonsense that you can convince a beginner of, you'll understand that whales don't move like that. Whales don't have to try to get the tippity tip bottom. Whales have so much money that they can buy, and like from the position that they're in, if they get a 2x, 3x, they have just made a ton of money. Like they've just made a ton of money. So you got to understand, yes, whales want the best entry possible, but they just don't think like you. They don't think like you're naturally going to think. And this is why it's a skill to put yourself in a position where you learn to think like them. When you learn to think like the people who have the money, you start to get on that wavelength and you align more with them. And that's going to make you put yourself in positions where the money comes to you, as opposed to you moving like everyone else, where they're chasing opportunity, chasing investment, chasing the money. Like that's not the way to make any money. You get in early and chill. And what's just happened with Coco, this is a very, very huge sign that something big and something major is coming. But let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. I thought that this was very, very big for the community and something that everyone needs to be, wondering what's happening right now. It seems exciting to me. What's going to make a man like this up and take his whole family with him somewhere? Like, you let me know. Y'all speculate in the comment section. But there we have it, Joe. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out, fam.